I think it started when I was going through school. They kind of trained us with a sustainable mindset. And so we are always being shown on the backside of fashion where there were issues. And so it kind of just built the brand almost as a way of like, I love designing, but I never want to bring any harm with what I'm doing. So it kind of just, that's how it got started. And I just try and find every way I can still be creative the way that I want to without bringing harm. Probably all of it. Like, it's a very harmful industry. The overconsumption, the way that people shop. Um, I mean, I see how every brand is trying to do the little things, but it's almost like the little things aren't enough. Like, you really need to just take a step back and like, it's just fashion. Like, it's okay to slow down and to try and find a way to do it without bringing harm. Sourcing is kind of random. It's honestly wherever I can find denim. You know, sometimes I'll get people reaching out and being like, I don't want these jeans anymore. Do you want them? And I'll be like, yeah, I'll take them. Or I'll go to the DI and search through those items. Sometimes I'll be traveling and I'll find like a really cool thrift store with some fairly priced denim and I'll just end up buying a bunch of it. So sourcing right now, since I am so small, is kind of random. But then I try to stick to 100% cotton denim though when I am sourcing, because when the stretch is one hard to sew with, and then it can't be recycled as easily in the end life. So I'm still like, even though I'm repurposing old denim, I'm still thinking about the end life of the product that I am making. Because there will eventually be an end life to that product. The way that the 100% cotton is built, it's just more durable. I think the next big one would just be to be looking into the certifications. Is just something that I haven't done yet because I still am so small. It's not really been at the top of my list. But that would probably be the next step, is to go climate neutral or to be GOTS certified, or just finding some things like that to help consumers know or be able to trust a little bit more, because I know some people are wary when it comes to like if they can actually trust you with those things. Yeah, I mean, I just look for that. I look at the care labels and just to see if they're 100% cotton or semi close, in that range. Probably that I look at the entire full circle of producing a product. So, I mean, the before life, obviously it starts with the fabric, and then I don't use zippers at all just because in my mind, they're not sustainable. It's metal. When sourcing buttons are easier just to take off for the afterlife and recycling a product. They're easily removed, they're smaller. You can find buttons made from recycled metals, which is kind of the most sustainable option that has been found so far, as far as I'm aware. And then the during life with patterning and sewing, I do use 100% cotton thread. When sewing, I pay very close attention to bar tacking and extra stitching, just so that the durability of the garment, it has a longer life and you don't necessarily run through it as fast. I don't do a lot of tagging. I do have to do size labels to keep track of what's what, but even my size labeling is 100% cotton material. I don't use rivets, so that's more of like for the afterlife, and recycling rivets make it very hard. And then I also am always just thinking about the afterlife and recycling a product, because every product will have an end life. And so just, I think my brand, I am always looking at every single little thing and trying to find the best way to do it and accomplish it without bringing harm. So I do everything made to order, so that way there's never like any waste. Right now, it's a very lengthy process. You know, I get an order. I have to then go source the denim if I don't already have it on hand. And then all the cutting and sewing, it does take a bit of time. So it would be nice to kind of speed up that process, because then it would make it easier to grow at a faster pace, as to where right now I do have to keep it very limited because I can only take on so much. I actually haven't had this issue, just because I mean, everyone, I'm very open on my process. I mean, especially TikTok has made it very easy to make these videos and showing people how the process is being done. So, I mean, I would say that my brand is very transparent. Yeah, I mean, obviously, as I grow, I would love to hire people and, have like a social media person and just maybe have a couple people helping me sew. I'm good at what I do, but I'm not the best. There's always going to be someone out there who's better than you. Um, so just improving every little thing in that way.